morning and welcome to All New Eye of the Tiger. I'm Noah Whitaker.
And I'm Logan Fox. As RHS continues to grow its athletic PE programs, some students have had trouble finding time in their schedules for different activities. We go to Luke Teal with more.
5 years ago, RHS had 125 students taking athletic PE classes. This year, 215 students are currently enrolled in athletic PE classes. PE teacher Josh Ericard believes that these numbers are due to grow because how coaches are encouraging more athletes to take athletic PE classes. Many coaches and athletes are excited about the increase, but however, it could cause conflict for some students.
I thought it was kind of unfair that we had to make the decision in the first place because, especially because the sport I wanted to play, I've been playing since I was really young and I really enjoyed that sport. So the fact that I had to choose between taking a class that was only offered during when that sport is played is kind of unfair.
It sucks because it limits what classes I'm able to take, but I had to come to terms with it just because I really love baseball and I wasn't going to just leave my teammates out like that, and I'll just have to not take that class.
Student athletes claim that taking athletic PE fourth period is necessary for certain sports, like but not limited to baseball and softball.
Taking fourth period athletic PE is really helpful because I won't be getting home as late at like 6 or 7. I suppose like now I'm getting home at like 5. So it's made my life a little easier.
It's just better because you can start practice, like especially if like you're on varsity, you just like start practice and you just keep going on with it and you don't have to like stay later or like schedule practice for a different time.
According to coach Adam Reinking, athletic PE is an added bonus for students to help them throughout their season.
Athletic PE, at least in my experience at Roseville High School, is kind of an added bonus. The administration's been super supportive, allowing us to get our athletes in the class and train them to help prepare for their sports. So Coach Ritter had an athletic PE class this fall and they made the playoffs for the first time since 2019. I'm able to have all the football players pretty much year round to help monitor grades, help train them for the season, prevent injuries, and then in season it helps us get the kids off campus a little bit earlier than if we didn't have it. So I think it's a good thing. It's kind of like at least at Roseville High School we can't have everything. So I'm just fortunate enough that we're able to have all the football guys in a class, all the baseball and softball kids get into a class and are able to practice during their dead period, and then Coach Ritter was able to have a class in the fall. So I think it's kind of a trade-off.
Some student athletes feel like there are possible solutions that the school can offer.
Well, they could either become more flexible with class schedules and offer different classes in multiple periods to allow athletes to take those classes, or they could have some sort of different period for sports, but I think that's not really reasonable considering our schedule, so it would just be like rearranging our classes to be more flexible.
I think really the only decision they could, or the only change they could make would be to change when some of these classes are offered. When I was a sophomore and I was in athletic PE, I was able to take AP Physics because it was offered in the morning. It was a first and second period class. So I feel like they could definitely change some of these classes to be first or second period.
Thanks, Luke.
The student body elections are this Thursday.
So the elections are for ASB, which is Associated Student Body Representatives, and so basically they sit in student government, and the 4 positions are president, vice president, treasurer, and then secretary, and I'm the president right now, and basically my job as a whole is to like run the class and make sure everything's like on task, and it's sort of like I'm also the student board representative, and so was the last year's ASB president. It's usually the ASB president that takes on that role.
The time to purchase Sober Guide tickets has been extended to the end of this week. Tickets are $250.
Junior prom tickets go on sale tomorrow and will start at $25. The price will increase to $30 next Monday, and next Wednesday, the price will increase to $35. And it will be the last day to purchase tickets.
And now we go over to Addison Mahon with sports.
Good morning, and welcome to this Tuesday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Addison Mahon. Last Friday, we had a few games. Starting on the lacrosse field, girls lacrosse lost 12-6 to the undefeated Whitney Wildcats. Senior Abby O'Keefe had 4 goals, and both junior Macy Clifford and Emerson Gutierrez had 1 goal each. They'll be playing again at home tomorrow against Rockland. Boys lacrosse had a cancellation due to weather, but will be facing Christian Brothers on Wednesday as well. Headed to the Diamond, boys baseball lost to Oakmont 10-0. The reigning section champions were led by University of Arizona commit Tony Lira, who had 3 hits, including a home run on 3 plate appearances. The Tigers move on and face Rockland today. In other sports news, Roseville's mountain biking team competed in 2 races recently. the TBF Folsom race on the 25th, and the Fort Ord NICA race last Saturday. Sophomore Avery Constancio placed first at the TBF Folsom race, and freshman McKenna Tuttle placed sixth at the Fort Ord NICA race. The next race is April 6th at the Escachir Park. In other sports news, it's officially Wood Creek Week. All week, there will be key games to keep your eyes on. Tomorrow, swim will face Wood Creek and Intercom at Intercom. On Thursday, boys volleyball will face Wood Creek at home. Boys golf hosts Wood Creek at home as well on Thursday. And that's all in your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Addison. Earth, water, fire, air. The four nations lived in harmony until Netflix attacked. Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live-action version, dropped 8 total episodes. All 8 episodes run for a little under an hour, and the 7-ish hours it took you to watch the show felt like King Boomy's 3 trials just to get through it. In August of 2020, both original writers of Atla, Brian Konietzko and Michael Dante DiMartino, announced that they would no longer be on board with the Netflix live action because of creative differences. And the live action went to Bonnie Benwick and Joshua Fielkoff instead, both known for under-the-radar movies, and I can definitely see those creative differences. The plot moves a lot faster and yet so much slower than the original show all at once, as Aang never once waterbends in the entirety of the first season unless he's in the Avatar state, even though the river scene with Katara where the two of them waterbending together is included, minus Aang actually learning to become the Avatar. Some of the characters were also seriously watered down, and Sokka, in my opinion, was done the dirtiest of them all. His character arc was erased entirely, and his time on Kyoshi Island wasn't used to make him a better, woman-respecting person that he is at the end of the series, but is instead used to introduce Suki as his love interest and hand-to-hand combat teachers, with little to no dimension otherwise. Iroh was perfect though. 10 out of 10? No notes. In other TV news, Crunchyroll announced an anime adaptation of the webtoon, Wild Hit. The story follows scrawny broke teen Hoping Yu as he attempts to make money off of filming his fights for YouTube. This adaptation follows the recent trend of top-performing manga and webtoon getting adapted for the big screen, with the recent Solo Leveling being the most notable example. I'm Joseph Philhun, and now we go back to news.
Thanks, Joseph. A Roseville High School senior has joined a competitive drum program. We go to Jacob Odell with more.
Senior Daniel Hernandez is taking his passion for playing the drums to the next level. Recently, he has made the big jump to join a prestigious drumming group.
The Blue Devils, in general, Blue Devils Performing Arts is a type of drum and bugle corps, like a professional type of marching band. I'm participating in the B Corps, but there's also the A Corps. So if you think about it like a baseball standpoint, I'm in the minor leagues, whereas there's also a major leagues, which is the world-class corps.
Hernandez has been aware about the group for a bit now and uses personality and talent to land a spot on the team, to which he feels he fits right into.
I've known about the Blue Devils organization for about 2 years now and just started getting more familiar with them after my audition process and just watching all of their events and performances. The Blue Devils organization is a type of friendly and welcoming environment, and I think that they saw my positive attitude along with my dedication and hardworking skills and think they could put that to use.
Hernandez has high hopes for his future in the group, especially with its past successes.
They're always winning. Drum Corps has been around for about 50-ish years, 51 years, and they've won so far a total of 21 titles. So they've gotten first place crazy amount of years. I'm planning to move up to the A Corps around next year or the year after that and stay with them until my age out year.
This isn't just a drumming group for Hernandez. He plans to gain valuable, beneficial life experiences and overall make the most of his place in the group.
Your feet might be like dead after the season, but you meet a lot of new people and you gain a lot of experience that you wouldn't have had previously. For instance, you learn a lot of leadership and team building skills. It's overall just a good activity to meet new people and just refine those positive skills that you can use in life.
Thanks, Jacob. That's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at eyethetigernews.com. See you next time.